So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here. Is that correct?
That's it. The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
The very thing that proves you committed the crime.
Surely even you understand by now. There's no way I could have tampered with it. It means I couldn't have killed him, unless I had an accomplice.
Come to think of... Come on, think long and hard about that night. The basement warehouse and the picture this was supposedly captured. It's got to be here. Isn't there something funny about this picture?
You bet there is.
Are you implying this picture is a fake?
You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. And there's something in this photo that doesn't match my memory of that night.
Very well, then let's hear what you have to say. What about this photograph do you find funny? What about this photograph makes you laugh? It'll have to be the paint.
The funny part is right here.
Why, this is a bloodstain!
Ah! Blood! Now this case is getting interesting! Not exactly. This stain is actually pink paint.
Oh, just paint. And peach-colored at that.
From blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. Turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen.
Well, Mr. Wright, what is supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint?
The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following.
Well, there's good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it.
I myself was there the night the theft took place and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then the statue should have been there.
But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed accidentally.
Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would have taken more than an accidental push to move it that distance.
In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night?
Can you do it, Nick?
Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it?
Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you are prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? One important question is why they moved it.
Luke Atmey. It's definitely gotta be Luke Atmey. I don't see who else it would be.
Well, look at the evidence. I don't mean that. It's really answer everything. I guess maybe just Luke Atmey.
Just confused why he would move it.
He moved it because he went to grab the sword.
The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke Atmey.
Come now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions?
It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple. However, why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
The reason for moving the golden statue, here's where our battle really begins.
Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move the statue?
The reason can be found in this photograph. Luke Atmey, you pretended to be mask to mask to create an alibi by showing you were at Lordly Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would have been exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. That's why you had to move the statue.
A single fatal flaw?
Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where in this picture does this lie exist?
This? I don't know. I'm so confused.
What would he be trying to lie about?
His button? Where was his button found? I can't remember.
On a statue.
So maybe it's the button.
What would the button have to do with... What would the button make it a lie?
I don't know. Seth, what do you think?
It's hard to know how much advice to give without just giving it away.
There's only really 3 things to point at. It'd be the paint, box, or button.
What would the other one be?
The paint,
Oh.
the box, or the button. Go with the button.
The lie is mask to mask.
Are you saying that this mask to mask is a fake?
You know, I really wish you would start acting more responsibly.
Huh?
The current question is, why was the golden statue moved? So what possible connection could there be with Mask to Mask's identity?
Oh, buggers!
Your face has "oh buggers" written all over it. That's a penalty for you. I want to save again before I get into that screen.
Over 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll ask you again, Mr. Trite. Where in the picture does the lie exist?
I got my gun on you, Mr. Wright.
There's only like 2 other things to choose from.
Are there only 2 other things to choose from?
I mean, the time, maybe? They already said that can't be faked, but... I don't know, I'll just go with time.
Naturally, the lie is the photo timestamp.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Atmey went to KB Security and murdered King Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious it would have been impossible for him to have been at Lord Taylor at this time.
But what does that have to do with the statue being moved?
Remember, if you will, Your Honor, when was the statue placed beside the warehouse door?
Well...
The statue was taken down to the warehouse on the night of the crime. It was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Atmey had already decided on the time he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took the Oh. That does make more sense. He took the picture days before the murder took place.
What the?
I think Phoenix is basically just asserting this as true. There's no real evidence.
The timestamp doesn't give the date, it just gives the time. So he could have taken it at any time.
Yeah, but he's not really saying that.
Well, you saw what I was doing. I was just throwing out anything. Of course, the statue hadn't been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. So on the day of the crime, Mr. Atmey must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak.
Nervous ass long cat in a rocking chair factory.
Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atmey had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match the way it was in the photograph.
Order! Order! Mr. Atmey, is this true?
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this?
Whoa, what's that?
The data for the basement warehouse computer. According to this, the camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime.
It's true that the camera had been set up by Lord Taylor's staff. However, the program used to manage the data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data.
Order! Order! Mr. Godot! What is the meaning of this?
Godot.
Godot, I warned you about making me wait. Put down that coffee now!
Sorry, I thought it was pronounced when I was a kid. My 11th cup. I've promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm still good till the last drop.
However, the defense has a very good point.
A good point? So what? We're all but travelers on a road of infinite points.
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
He's mixing up points like you made a good point with points as in geographical points.
Oh.
So, you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied.
Which is?
That it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe. They can never reach their dreams.
That's very true.
No way! Don't fall for that, Your Honor!
Hey, Mr. Damask. Yes? If there's no funny business in your actions as Mask Damask, then there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it.
Yes, please provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn.
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed on a box and Zvari! It was sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th.
That's pretty much all the stuff we heard before, isn't it?
Yeah, but we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave.
Witness, you're sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zvari?
Very well, then. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews. Is that right?
Indeed, it seems that they had heard of my Zvargling reputation.
I see Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You'd better watch out too, Maya.
Why is he just so mean? That was double mean to Adrian Andrews and to Maya.
Wait, why was it mean? They're attracting weirdos.
And he called Maya a weirdo.
I think he's saying that Maya's going to attract a weirdo.
Oh.
Like Luke Atmey is a weirdo.
Whoops. You mean this box?
Yes, the pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn. And she wouldn't let anyone enter the storeroom, not even me.
Huh? Interesting new tidbit. So you're sure that you had never seen the urn before?
Indeed. You may ask Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to the warehouse. However, Luke Atmey, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers.
You mean this drawing card?
That's right. That is, without a doubt, my calling card.
I guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all.
Oh, of course. Because Atmey knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him. Then no one entered the basement warehouse.
Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse.
Hmm.